After the passing of Othniel, the first judge, the deliverer who had risen by the Spirit of God to crush the oppression of Cush-and-Rishathaim, the land fell into a deep and uneasy silence. For 40 years, Israel had known rest. 40 years of breathing freely. 40 years where mothers did not fear the knock at night, where fields yielded grain without the shadow of foreign soldiers, where the name of the Lord still lingered, if only faintly, on the lips of his people. But peace, when not guarded by faith, often decays into forgetfulness, and forgetfulness into rebellion. As the memory of Othniel faded into the dust of generations, so too did Israel's devotion. The people turned again, quietly at first, then boldly, toward the practices of the nations around them. Altars to foreign gods rose where once prayers to the Lord had been offered. Sacred groves whispered with idolatry. And so, the pattern repeated. The Lord gave them over, this time into the hands of the Moabites, a people born of Lot, kin by blood, yet estranged in spirit. The Moabites were not merely enemies by geography. They were a nation steeped in their own gods, their own pride, and their own ambition. At their head stood a king, a man whose very presence embodied excess and dominance. Then came the rise of the oppressor, King Eglon. Eglon was no ordinary ruler. Scripture describes him as a very fat man, but this detail is more than physical. It symbolizes indulgence, excess, and unchecked power. He was a king who consumed and devoured wealth, tribute, and dignity. Eglon forged alliances with the Ammonites and the Amalekites. Together, they struck Israel and seized the City of Palms, which was likely Jericho, a place of beauty turned into a symbol of humiliation. For 18 long years, Israel lived under Moabite oppression. Imagine it. Heavy tribute demanded year after year. Harvests taken before families could eat. Soldiers stationed as constant reminders of defeat. The slow erosion of identity and hope. It was not just political control. It was suffocating. A people chosen by God, now bent under the weight of a foreign king. Eventually, the suffering broke them. Israel cried out, and God, in his mercy, responded. He raised up an unlikely deliverer, Ehud. Ehud was the son of Gera, a Benjamite. And here lies a subtle, powerful detail: he was left-handed. In a culture where the right hand symbolized strength and honor, Ehud's difference became his advantage. God would use what others overlooked. Ehud crafted a weapon, a double-edged dagger, about a cubit long, not a sword for open battle, but a weapon for precision, for closeness, for a moment that would change history. He strapped it to his right thigh, an unusual place, hidden from the standard search of guards. Then came the moment. Ehud was chosen to deliver tribute to Eglon, behind the heavy doors of the Moabite palace, under the oppressive king. Servants moving quietly, trained not to question. The king seats in indulgent comfort. Then Ehud presented the tribute, and he sent on their way those who had carried it. But on reaching the stone images near Gilgal, he himself went back to Eglon and said, "Your Majesty, I have a secret message for you." Power listens when it thinks it is about to gain something. King Eglon dismissed his attendants, perhaps intrigued, perhaps curious. Then Ehud stepped forward. With his left hand, unexpected and swift, he drew the dagger and drove it into the king's belly. Not a glancing blow, no hesitation, but a decisive act. The blade sank so deep that even the handle disappeared beneath into his belly, and the belly fat closed over the blade. The weapon vanished into the very excess that defined the king. Eglon collapsed, a ruler undone in his own chamber, not by an army, but by one man, guided by divine purpose. Ehud did not linger. He locked the doors behind him and escaped while the servants, assuming their king was resting, delayed entry. By the time they realized the truth, it was too late. Ehud fled to the hill country of Ephraim. There he sounded the trumpet, a call to awaken, a call to fight. Israel rallied behind him, not as a hesitant people, but as those who had seen the hand of God move again. They seized the fords of the Jordan, cutting off escape routes for the Moabites. And in that decisive moment, they struck. 10,000 Moabite soldiers fell, strong, able-bodied men. None escaped. The oppressor became the defeated. The weight lifted. The suffocation ended. Moab was subdued that day under the hand of Israel, and the land had peace for 80 years, twice as long as the rest under Othniel. Ehud, the unlikely deliverer, became a symbol of how God works, not always through the obvious, but through the willing. Not always through strength as the world defines it, but through courage and timing.
Did you enjoy the story? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This motivates us to create more Bible-inspired stories to share with you. God bless you.